Libra, we've been in limbo. It feels like everybody around me is in a time of limbo, but perhaps no more than you, the ones for whom this reading is meant, the Libras for whom this reading is meant. It's a time where you're being patient. Perhaps you're being forced to be. Here's what's interesting. Your circumstances, immediate circumstances, Sun card. Couldn't be a more positive card, right? Usually speaking of happiness, I wonder if for some of you though, this means clarity. You know? I'm struck by how these two horses are put in a very balanced Libra kind of way. Even look at all the symmetry in this card, right? Symmetry over there. With the guy holding up the card. I think it actually is very related to this Temperance card. A time of balance. Okay? And I think the established order is part of your immediate circumstances, right? A good foundation, or the foundation is working with you. Okay? This is after a time where there has been fulfillment and balance in love or emotional fulfillment, but it did feel like it was slowing down, right? It seems to be, instead of being very volatile, a bit more at a steady pace, okay? But after a situation of some folly, okay, a bit of immaturity, or for some, a new venture, something that they weren't used to doing, okay? Actually, literally, the dog is standing out to me. I wonder if somebody got a new puppy and just didn't know how to handle it, okay? A very recent past, there has been quite a balance in terms of either finance or productivity that has come through, right? Maybe some money came through or a payment came through, kind of thing. Perhaps a purchase happened in the recent past, and now you're offered a whole lot more choices, right? A lot more options to choose from. And some of you don't want to see this. You don't want to see this. You've had a situation that on the surface seems super happy, but there's something a little bit underhanded going on, or something you don't want to admit to yourself. So I wonder what that could be, okay? Because change is coming, and there's no point in resisting it, okay? Death here, with the card under in the position of self. I don't think this is a major change that's coming. I don't think so. I think it's just a kind of everyday sort of thing, but something has to adjust. Okay, something's been adjusted. And I'm not sure. Maybe you're in a comfort zone. That's what I think it is. You're in a comfort zone, right? And not realizing that some of the goalposts have shifted. Okay? Being a bit naive about what the new circumstance is. You're happy, you're glowing, or whatever, but it is time to put to death, or to acknowledge the death of a recent aspect of the situation. Okay, it feels great, it's wonderful, but now we've got to have realistic expectations. I would say that's probably a better way of wording it. So with the Eight of Swords, I would say take off the blindfold and look at what's directly in front of you. Let's not be naive. I like that kind of talk. Let's not be naive. Let's not walk into this overly optimistic, because if you actually pay attention, go have a look at which, I keep saying this in every reading, which I's have not been dotted or T's have been crossed. I know everything's feeling great and you're in this sort of patient kind of place. It may feel peaceful to some of you, okay? But let's make sure you wipe all the counters. Let's make sure that you don't let a lot of dust settle. Look behind the couches, okay? Again, it's not a big thing, but let's prevent this kind of look on your face. Like, damn. Okay, so let's double check those to-do lists. Just ask yourself, what is it you're forgetting? Okay, and for some of you, if there's something like you haven't paid your fines up or you haven't paid your taxes, that thing that Neville Longbottom would have in his remember all, right? Or that thing you're like, I'll get to it later. How about we don't leave that, okay? Because otherwise it's not going to be a bright, sunshiny day, okay? Now's the time to go and handle that. Go to Home Affairs. Go to the passport office. Go pay the taxes. Go hand in that project that you said you were going to hand in, okay? Don't get too cozy. It's a lovely, cozy time. Let's keep it that way. Okay, let's not be young and foolish and naive. I hope that has resonated with some of you. I hope it's made some sense. I've been very abstract in how I explained that. But things are great. They'll continue to be great. But that thing that you're kind of putting off or you keep forgetting and slipping your mind, write it down. Write it on your hand if you have to and get it done. Okay, don't save the money. Go and pay the fines kind of thing. Does that make sense? Don't tell yourself you're going to hand in the homework project tomorrow. Finish it. Okay, that's the warning. Otherwise, as I said, where was that card? Went away. Otherwise, you're going to have one of these duh moments. We don't want that, okay? Alright, guys, I hope you're having a great time, Libra. It sounds like things are pretty stable and good. Sounds like they're great. Have a good one. If for those of you who are in Johannesburg, if you know of Rusty Hook, it's a lovely restaurant in Honeydew. They do all kinds of pagan markets and esoteric markets and crystal markets. You will see me there in the near future. The Nerdy Virgo. I'll keep updating you as I find my feet, okay? Thank you so much for joining. And go handle your business. Cool. Ciao for now.